What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Dtlf, man, back with another pregame. I know it wasn't the brightest of games we had last game, but we stayed close. So, without further ado, tonight we face the Phoenix Suns at 7:30 Pacific time. Really not looking forward to this game because this could be one of those trap games where we feel we have an easy win and we come in and we slack off. We really shouldn't ever slack off. Every night we got to play with the intensity like if we're playing the Boston Celtics or whoever. What's up? What's up, Jesus? What's up, everybody? Welcome to live stream. Okay, so here we go. We face the Phoenix Suns. You know, they're out for us. We beat them the last 2 times, so we all know Devin Booker doesn't like the Lakers, so he's going to be looking to go off. They have a couple of other players there in the rotation that always seem to get off against us, like Tyler Ulis. Dragon Bender was the latest one. And, you know, certain players that don't really like the Lakers, but it's going to be exciting, man. I can't wait. Hopefully we get a win tonight. I'm not, you know, if we lose tonight, man, I'm going to be really disappointed because it's just, like I said, this is one of those games, you know what I mean? It's just one of those games we got to watch out for, man. These are trap games. These are games we look at in the schedule and, you know, hopefully the players don't underestimate anybody. It's the NBA. Any team can win. So that's what it is, man. Anyways, so team players we got to watch out for. Of course, Devin Booker. We all know he's always looking to light us up. We got to watch out for the big man on the boards, man. They recently added Greg Monroe. Last time we played them, they didn't even have Eric Bledsoe. So they actually made an addition. So that's going to be exciting. Yes, I did see Lonzo's new haircut. Hopefully he's just focused, man. By the way, I wanted to report on Larry Nance. Fortunately for us, he should be back soon. He's back at practice, so he's recovering faster than schedule, and he's ahead of schedule with this. So hopefully we get him back into the rotation soon. And also Lonzo's supposedly, according to reports, was in the gym, you know, shooting and just practicing. So that's good, man. That's always good. You know, you like to hear your young players not being satisfied. So that's a good thing. But I'm not gonna be impressed till I see it on the translate to the court. Like I said, Lonzo just needs to stop settling for 3-pointers and mix and match. If his shot's going in early, then okay, that's fine. That's, you know, take a couple more threes. But if he's breaking stuff, I look for him to mix it up, get other teammates involved, get to the rack, hit the mid-range, stuff like that. TJ Warren is somebody we really have to watch for. I hope Brandon Ingram goes hard, you know. No, I did not see Brandon Ingram get injured in practice. That's probably fake. Anyways, I want to see Brandon Ingram follow up what he did the other night and try to top his career high. This is one of those teams that doesn't really play great defense, so I want to see this kid live in the paint, and I want to see him hitting that mid-range jumper. And if everything's falling, then it's okay to take a couple of threes. Also, I look for Kuzma to continue doing what he's been doing. And where's Brook Lopez? Somebody put out an APB for Brook. He's been gone for the last 5 games. We've lost 4 out of the last 5, so we need Brook Lopez production for sure. So that's what it is, man. That's what we got to do. Big Brook Lopez has to show up, man. Greg Monroe's probably going to drop some buckets tonight. So, like I said, brand new addition for them. Dragon Bender killed us last game. We got to make sure we keep him off the glass. Hopefully, like I said, Lonzo gets his game together. We need him playmaking before scoring. So I don't really care how many points he puts up, as long as he gives anywhere from, 7 to 10 assists. I'm happy with like 8 to 9 rebounds, 10 rebounds. That's what I want from Lonzo. Other than that, guys, like I said, there's always players, no-name players that show up. I wouldn't be shocked if Tyler Ulis goes for a career high tonight or something crazy like that. But hopefully not, guys. We need to limit these no-name players to limited or contested buckets. And that's basically it, man. Those are the keys to the game. Brandon Ingram and Brook Lopez, to me, are the main 2 guys that should show up. If Lonzo... Look, all season long, we really haven't had a consistent game from all 5 starters. If we could have one good game where everybody's in double figures, I would be so happy, and I'm sure we'd get the W. What we can't do is get complacent and just relax. Again, this team is hungry for wins. Just because they've been losing doesn't mean that they're going to lay back and just allow us to step over them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Shout out from Carson, repping the Lake Show. What's up, man? I love that city. I love Carson, man. I grew up near Carson in Compton, California. We used to go to that Carson Mall all the time. So, shout out to Carson, bro. I see you. Yeah, man. I'll take a couple of questions. It's a quick little pregame I wanted to get in. If you guys have any questions, I got you. Would you put Bogut in if they start getting offensive boards? Yes, we need big bodies. If it ain't Bogut, we should give Thomas Bryant a run. That's one young player that plays with a lot of heart and grit, and I'd like to see what he can do. And if big bodies just, if they ain't, they're not showing up, then it is what it is. But we need to make sure we go through the whole rotation. If guys aren't playing, they need to get minutes taken away from them, period. We can't have Lopez putting up, horrible games like he's been doing in the past. That's all we got to do, Shay, what's up from Southgate, Cali? Southgate, that's what's up. Yep, I used to work in Southgate, man. My sister-in-law used to own a smoke shop, so shout out to you, brother. I'm well familiar with the LA area, man. I grew up in Compton, Cali, so I know where you at. What's up, man? Would you rather see a close win or a blowout? It'd be nice to blow a team out, but you can never count a blowout versus anybody. It's the NBA. You can't guarantee any blowouts. Even though there's a whack team we're playing, they're trying to get wins themselves. So as long as we win, I'm happy, whether it's by 1 or 20. A win is a win. It goes into the same column, brother. So it doesn't matter. So hopefully we win and young guys play good. That's all I want. There, no? Would you be surprised if Lonzo comes off the bench, Dan? I'd be very surprised. That's not a move that any smart coach should make. You don't want to take away. Look, the media's already ripping him. Okay? Fans are already ripping him. The opposition's destroying him. Why would you show, you lack confidence in your guy? Now more than ever, the coach needs to show he has confidence in him, and that's the way he's going to get better. If you rip his heart out by taking away his starting lineup, then you're no better than the critics, period. So we got to give him at least 1 or 2 years to start, man, and live with it. If he continues playing like this, though, with no heart, no emotion, and just settling, then yes, eventually he's going to get replaced. But we just can't do it right now, seriously. That would be the worst move, Lawndale, California. Hey, what's up, brother? Stat line for tonight. Lonzo's stat line for tonight. It would be nice if he could get 12 points with 10 assists and 12 rebounds. That'd be nice. He can do it. I would just like to see him put it up. I like Lonzo when he's impacting the game overall. Somebody asked me on Twitter, they were like, hey, yo, Dan, do you think Lonzo's ever going to be the player that, Devin Booker is, or should we trade for Devin Booker? I said, Lonzo Ball has the potential to impact the game far more better than Devin Booker. Obviously, Devin Booker is just a scorer. Therefore, his team, they absorb his 30 to 20 points, whatever. And, that's not going to compensate for the rest of the things that the team needs. So it's better to have a player that's well-rounded and can do a little bit of everything like Lonzo than a player that could just score. But, hopefully Lonzo reaches his potential. As of now, yes, of course, Devin Booker's a better player. But potential-wise, I just see the sky's the limit for Lonzo. I'm not giving up on him. It was a tough night the other night. I was upset, so I let people destroy him. But honestly, I'm not upset. Lonzo got a haircut. He is going off. Hopefully, man. What Lonzo needs to do is just focus. Don't listen to the media. Don't be on Twitter. Don't worry about it, because you can tell people are getting to Lonzo. He's starting to play differently than how he started. When he first came into the league, he was like, I don't care if I get 2 or 0 points, as long as my team wins. And he was averaging he was up there 12, 10 assists a game. He was getting up there. And then he started trying to become a 3-point shooter for some reason. But again, it's people talking, man. He's a young kid, so I'm sure he hears the noise. But he needs to mature quick and just know that that's what comes with, with being in LA. You're always going to be criticized heavily. Happened to D'Angelo Russell as well. People used to get on his case. Now he's somewhere, where people are more easy on him in Brooklyn. But that's what it is. Lonzo's going to be fine. I see the potential. If you guys really can't see the potential, just give him some time and you will. But he is a triple-double machine. Some people are calling him Michael Carter-Williams. No way. Michael Carter-Williams is a product of the system. This kid actually makes the system. He can make any system. He can run the whole team. He's a floor general. Michael Carter-Williams wasn't that. Yes, sir. Got the Laker Lucky shirt. Man, glows in the dark, too. So when the lights go off, it's going to glow. How do you feel Hart out of rotation? Well, Josh Hart started really well this season. He was shooting well. He was attacking the rim, playing good defense. And somewhere along the lines, I feel like he started overshooting. The spirit of ball hogginess just got on him, and he started forcing stuff. And that's when he just, I don't know, he kind of, his game kind of regressed a little bit. So they sent him down to the D League where he can get more minutes and he doesn't hurt the team there. Or the G League, sorry. So yeah, he should be all right, man. I like that kid. Josh Hart's defense is good. His offense is secondary, but he could become a two-way player for us in the future. So, does Lonzo Ball need a big game? For himself personally, the Lakers don't need a big game from Lonzo. We just need him to contribute in different, areas of the game. Just, play make here, get a rebound there, make a nice outlet pass here, driving layup when you're open here. Mix it up. Mix it up. Don't let the defense guess what you're going to do, and don't let the defense dictate what kind of offense you're going to run. You're the floor general. Dan, is Lonzo really athletic? He looks weak out there. I hope he bulks up. No, Lonzo's really athletic. Lonzo is really athletic. He's not Russell Westbrook athletic, or he's not really like Zach LaVine athletic, but he's like Klay Thompson athletic, I think. I think he can get there. Dan, you're giving Lonzo too much credit for pretty much doing nothing this year. Well, doing nothing, define doing nothing. He's averaging close to a triple-double, and he's the youngest player ever in the history to get a triple-double. He basically led us to that Milwaukee Bucks, to being close to winning that game. So, here's the thing is that Laker fans, we're impatient. Let's be real. We're really, really impatient, and we're used to having immediate success because of the old CBA. When one star was out the window, Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, we had Shaquille O'Neal to hold us up till Kobe, till Kobe was developed, man. Thank God there was no social media in the Kobe era, because they would have been chewing him apart. The first 3 seasons weren't the prettiest. But he's going to come along. I see potential. I see a bright future for this kid. I think some Lakers be trash too, but all Lonzo gets the blame. Yeah, they're too hard on the kid. I think the expectations were a little too high for him. Dan, you have to bet on one guy having a big game tonight. Who are you choosing? Kyle Kuzma. He's been the most efficient young player thus far, and he's ready to contribute now. That's why. Kyle Kuzma's been the most efficient young player. And I think he's averaging the most points out of all of our young players. So, yeah, Kuzma. Dan, Josh Hart at least plays defense. Lonzo doesn't play defense or offense. Maybe Lonzo should go to the D-League. Come on, guys. You guys trying to destroy your own player? Thank God some of us don't coach or don't GM, because that would be a horrible decision. Look, this kid is fragile, okay? Let's be honest. Lonzo is not your typical De'Aaron Fox type player, the tough-skinned kid. He's not that. Lonzo is very sensitive. But that's okay. He's going to toughen up in the NBA. He's going to toughen up. I'm not worried about that. But right now, he's fragile. You could tell that all the media talk is impacting his game. He's trying to prove hard that he can shoot. He needs to stop trying to prove people right and just play his game. That's all. Lonzo is transcendent. I believe it. Dan, do you believe Lonzo will win Rookie of the Year? No. I think Ben Simmons or Kyle Kuzma are going to take it. They're both right up there. They're both right up there. Dan, all these guys on the chat are hating on Lonzo, aren't Laker fans. Well, hey, if you're not Laker fans, then there's no reason for you to be here on this chat. That's all I got to say. But I don't know, man. Honestly, we don't know. We have a lot of impatient Laker fans. Let's be honest. We're one of the most we're the most loyal fan base, and we're the coolest, but we're also one of the most impatient fan bases because we've been spoiled, and those are the consequences. We got to give them time. Why doesn't Lonzo try to attack the rim aggressively? He had a ton of nice dunks in UCLA. This is the NBA, man. Grown man's league. He has attacked the rim and gotten his stuff beat again. He has to adapt to the NBA and get his body in better physical shape and conditioning. I've been saying this all season long. Dan, did you see Lonzo has the lowest percentage through 15 games since the merger? I'm not worried, though, because Westbrook is 4th on the list. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's a good example. Don't worry about him, man. He's a playmaker first, scorer second. Now, if he was a scorer first, I'd worry. If he was like Markelle Fultz, I'd worry. Because Markelle came here as a combo guard scoring first type. But this kid has already broken records, and he's so young. He already he already passed the record for youngest ever to triple-double. He already beat a couple of records. He's going to be fine, I'm telling you guys. Who do you think is better, Ingram or Brown? I'm not sure what Brown you're talking about. There's plenty of Browns. You're talking about the one from the Celtics? I think Ingram's ceiling is higher, but that Brown is more athletic. So it depends what you're looking for. But for potential, I'd take Ingram, man. Ingram, all he needs to do is stay aggressive, and he's got all the tools, man. He's going to be fine. Dan, what is considered impatient? 6 years of no playoffs? I don't think that's impatient since They're asking for the same amount of money as before. Yeah, but see, you are impatient because Lonzo wasn't here for 6 years, bro. You're talking like Lonzo's here for 6 years. That isn't patient. You have to give him a different timeline, right? We can't put it squarely on his shoulders to get this team to the playoffs. No, it's a team effort, and you got to build the chemistry, and you got to have stars in this league. It's a star-driven league. Right now, we don't have stars. We have a bunch of good role players and future stars, but even stars take years. Paul George wasn't a star day one. You know, DeMar DeRozan wasn't a star day one. Kyle Lowry went to like 3 different teams before he became a star. So the examples are limitless, guys. Not everybody's ready to contribute day one. Dan, do you think this is Ingram's best season? Of course. I mean, his rookie season last year, he averaged 9 points a game. This year, he's making a leap to 14. Maybe next year, 17. The year after that, 24. We don't know. We have to be patient. These kids keep adding to the game. Curry needed 2 to 3 years to blossom, so has a chance to be great. Exactly, Ira. That's what I've been telling these people. But again, we have to be very patient. And I know this is LA. We want to win right away. You know, that guy's statement was perfect. He said, you know, I think waiting 6 years is patient enough. I agree with you, but not for the player. The player barely came in his first year. He's not even a quarter into the season yet, and we're already, you know, putting him out to dry. We got to be patient with these kids and just let them play, man. All right, one more. I'm taking Dan. I'm not blaming Lonzo. Is the general? I think eventually he will be a good player, but if we are going to try to get a max player to come next year, these young guys have to show something really good. And they have. They've shown something really good. LeBron already said the Lakers have a good one in Lonzo Ball. Obviously, he's impressed. LeBron wouldn't say that about anybody. He just got done trashing the New York Knicks point guard, Frank Ntilikina. So that tells you Lonzo is already impressed, and he sees a bright future ahead of him. He saw the same bright future ahead of Kyrie Irving before Kyrie Irving was a beast like he is now. So not just him, but many people around the league have said he's going to be great. So it's just us, the fans, being impatient. Trust me. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the subscription. Lonzo didn't diss Kobe, man. That's just his preference. He didn't grow up watching Kobe. You got to remember, LeBron came in like, 8 years after Kobe was already in the league? 9 years, 10 years? So it's not really... Dan, did you hear what Pierce and Chauncey and Jalen said? They were positive about Lonzo. Honestly, I didn't. I tuned out because I felt like a lot of the media was going to trash him. I don't like to listen to that stuff because it's ignorant. So I really did tuned out. But hey, if they were praising him, it's with right reason, rightfully so. They see the potential. Exactly. Kobe wasn't Kobe in the first year or second or third. Really, Kobe hit his prime when Shaq left. That's when Kobe started taking off and dropping 60s and 80s and all this stuff. So, Dan, fire Luke Walton and hire Earl Watson. I'm not sure about Earl Watson, man. Honestly, he got fired from the Suns for a reason. Yeah, I'm not sure about Earl Watson. I think there's far better prospects out there. But I'm with you. I'm on board with the whole Luke Walton and has worn out his welcome thing. I know it's not fair, but it's a dog-eat-dog world, man. And at this stage, Luke's just not making the right decision. So he deserves everything you guys, you know? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Jalen. Exactly. Kobe's rings speak for themselves. And I always say about LeBron, people call me hater or whatever. I don't hate on LeBron. He's very talented. But the way I look at it, personally for me, if you drop 5, you're not in my top 5. I don't know how many Hall of Famers have dropped 5 rings that I would put in my top 5. There's very few and far in between. So that's just the way I think about LeBron. I feel like he doesn't have that clutch factor Kobe had. And some people will argue that Kobe wasn't nothing without Shaq. Well, I can argue that LeBron wasn't nothing without Wade. He wasn't nothing without Kyrie. As you can see now, he can't even get to the top of the conference. So it is what it is. Dan, the Suns are coming off back-to-back where they gave up 90 in the first half. No reason we shouldn't win tonight. I agree, but you still have to treat this game like we were playing Boston or Golden State. There's no way we should just relax. No way. Jerry West ain't top 5. Exactly. No way. There's far greater players to choose from than Jerry West. Jerry West lost a lot. Honestly, he lost more than he won. I think he only won 1 championship, and he lost like 8. I'm not meaning to, speak blasphemy, but In our reality, Jerry West ain't in my top 5, honestly. My top 5, I have Jordan. I have Kobe Bryant. Let's see. Okay, Jordan, Kobe Bryant. You gotta have Wilt Chamberlain up there. He's probably the most dominant center of all time. Kareem and Magic. That's my top 5. But of course, I'm a Laker fan, so my top 5 is gonna look a lot different than other players' top 5. But Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and Wilt. That's my top 5. Wilt is only up there not because of how much he won, but how dominant he was in his era. That's it. Tim Duncan, I can't put him up there. I'll put Wilt before Tim Duncan. Just way more domination. Matter of fact, I put Shaq before Tim Duncan. I just feel like Tim Duncan had a better roster around him and a better coach for his whole career. Not to disrespect Timmy, because he's awesome. Any foreseeable trades do you think will happen soon? Well, not as of now. I haven't heard anything. Normally you start hearing rumors about guys and stuff, but I haven't heard nothing in the foreseeable future. But I appreciate all the questions, guys. We're going to save some of this talk for after the game. Thank you guys for showing up, man. Thank you for showing me love. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate everything, man. And keep it locked right here after the game for post-game. All right, peace.